So now that we've installed everything and we have our keypad, our 6160V addressed, the last thing we're going to do is install our nice Tuxedo Touch graphic touchscreen keypad here right by the front door. That way everyone that comes can see this beautiful graphic touchscreen keypad, and the homeowner is going to have access to his home automation to turn lights, locks, and thermostats on and off right from this console here. So we've got our old Destiny keypad right here. We've already removed it. We've got our wires just like our 6160V, and we're going to remove our back plate here. I've already started on the screws. So we remove these four, back plate comes down, feed it through these wires, and same as before, we've got our nice hole. It's going to match up nicely with our Honeywell Tuxedo Touch keypad. We're going to mount it in this manner so that it hides the old hole. Make sure it's level and everything. First thing we're going to do is cut these wires off. So we've removed the old keypad, and we can now mark our holes. If my assistant would be so kind. Oh, actually I have my pen. Don't need my assistant right now. We're going to feed the wires through this hole here. Have the back plate on the wall, and actually, I take that back. If my assistant could grab my level, make sure that we have this aligned properly. Keep it nice and clean. We've got a nice level there. We're going to mark 2 holes on top, and we're going to mark 1 hole on the bottom. That bottom hole, just like from before, that bottom hole is a little close to the edge of the drywall, so we'll drill just below that so that we don't break through this drywall and waste our good wall there. So we've got our drill bit, we've got screws and wall anchors to mount, and we're just going to drill our holes here. So like I said, right below our hole is where we're going to go. Make sure it's big enough to hammer in our wall anchors. Can you get the hammer? And then we're going to go right below our holes up here. Making sure not to drill into our wire. Matching hole. And now, fit in our 3 wall anchors. Thank you. That hole's a little too small. Make it a little bigger. 2. Now they fit in nicely. And finally, feed our wires through our hole and screw in our screws to fix the back plate to the wall. Again, you don't want to tighten the first one all the way, but get it in there most of the way. That way you can make any minor adjustments at the end. Do one more at the top. And then we got our bottom hole. There's some play up and down on these, so we want to make sure we have room for our bottom. Oops. Dropped our screw. This one I'm going to screw in all the way, make sure it's level. Oh, dropped our level. Perfect. I'm going to screw it in all the way now. And our last screw. And our back plate is nice and secure. Now we got to connect our wires. So we've got our same sheet from before that's showing us which wires are connected where on the panel. Again, we had 6 from the old Destiny because the Destiny had a built-in speaker, which the Tuxedo does not. Or rather, the Tuxedo doesn't need 2 wires for the built-in speaker. It does have a speaker, but so the 2 that we do not need, we need blue, green, green and white, and yellow. So these 2, blue and white, and yellow and white, we're going to snip off. Now again, you don't normally want to leave just bare wires here, but I know that they're not connected to anything at the panel, and they're snipped down at the panel, so just going to wrap them around the cord there and we'll be okay. We want to strip the ends here. So this is our green. That's going to go for our aux power. We've got our blue, which is our negative power. Strip that. And then we've got yellow and green and white for our data in, data out, going back to the keypad bus on the panel. So strip these. And we've got our 4 connections here. On the Tuxedo, on the back, you've got your Ethernet port. This is the Tuxedo Touch Wi-Fi, so we're not going to actually connect hardline Ethernet cable. We're going to use our wireless network in the house to connect the web server of the Tuxedo to the network. But we do need to connect our power and our data wires. And just like on our 6160V, Honeywell was kind enough to label nice and clear G for green, negative for our negative auxiliary power, positive or plus sign for our positive power, and yellow or Y for yellow. So matching up with our list, blue is going to ground, so our blue is connected to this red, and we're going to go to our negative terminal, fit in the wire, screw it down nice and tight. So it's not going to go anywhere, fits in nice. We've got blue. Oh no, we just did that. Blue. Okay, we have green connected to purple. That's our positive power. So that's going to the positive terminal. Screw it down. Keypad has power now. So finally we need green and white, which is connected to this purple cable for our G terminal, G for green, going to our data on the keypad bus. And then finally our yellow, which is connected to this white wire, is going to go to our remaining Y for yellow terminal. Tried to keep it simple there, yellow for yellow, since we didn't have the normal colors. Keypad is now connected. We can feed the slack of the wire here along with the beanie connectors back into the wall. And there are 4 mounts on the back plate. Slide it in, slide it down, and we've got a nice tight installation, and it is level. So we did a good job. We've installed our Tuxedo Touch Wi-Fi. We can go power the panel up, and this should come online. So I will be right back after powering the panel.